Welcome everybody, hope you're having a great day. Today we're going to start with the SwiftUI tutorial section, drawing animations, paths and shapes, and downloading the source code for this part of the tutorial. There's only a slight difference in what we have as a starter and what Apple has as a starter. They have a file that goes into the tutorial, and it's pretty much computational stuff. So we're going to go ahead and transition right to the code and add this folder to our project. Right here it is, right here. We're dragging it in. Let's set it right here, and we're going to copy if needed. Finish. All right. So before we get into that, even as the tutorial goes, we'll look into it a little further. So in section 1, we're going to start to create a badge. To create a badge, you'll start by creating a badge view that uses the vector drawing APIs in SwiftUI. So in step 1, we're going to choose the file, new Swift file. We're going to enter badge. So Command N, SwiftUI iOS. Next, we're going to call it badge. Right. And in this badge view, we'll adjust the badge view display text to badge. We'll hit resume. And then it says badge. Let's press on, draw badge. Use the graphics API in SwiftUI to draw a custom shape. So the first step of the code is to examine the Hexagon parameters .swift. So this is a pretty awesome struct. It comes with a segment, gives you X and Y coordinates. Just pretty awesome. You know, I'm kind of amazed by whenever Apple puts something together, and you know, it looks so clean and so good. This file is one of them. I'm just amazed by whoever made this file and how smart they were. Okay, so we're going to read the steps. Examine the code in the hexagon parameters.swift file. The hexagon parameter structure defines the details for drawing a hexagonal shape, hexagonal, of the badge. You won't modify this data. Instead, you use it to specify control points for drawing lines and curves. So in essence, it's a helper. It's a helper file. So step 2, we're going to go into badge.swift, which we're here now, and we're going to add a path shape to the badge and apply a fill modifier to turn it into a shape. So you can use the paths to combine lines, curves, and other drawing primitives to form a more complex shapes like the badge's hexagonal background. Hexagonal. Say that 3 times fast. Okay, so let's get rid of this. And Command A for all, and Control I to indent. I hate the indentation on these things. Path, and we're going to go with path in, and something in this, and we're going to add a modifier, fill, and that's a color dot black. Okay. We're going to start add a starting point to the path. The move to method moves the drawing cursor within the bounds of the shape as though an imaginary pen or pencil is hovering over the area waiting to draw. Draw the lines for each point in the shape and create a hexagonal shape. The add line to method takes a single point and draws it successive calls to add line to begin a line at the previous point and continue to that new point. Okay, it says, don't worry if your hexagon looks a little unusual. That's expected behavior right now. So let's hit resume and see what happens. Over the next few steps, you work toward making a hexagon shape appear more like a badge shape at the beginning of the section. Step 5, use add quad curve to control method. Oh yeah, that's ugly. To draw the Bezier path or Bezier curve for your corners. Okay. Move to a point. Do this. Just take it from the top path. All right, our shape's taking color. All right, wrap the badge path in a geometry reader so the badge can size of its container view, which defines size instead of hard coding value 100. Using the smallest of the geometry's two dimensions preserves the aspect ratio of the badge and containing view square. Step 7, we're going to center the badge within the geometry X scale and an X offset to adjust the variables. Get this out of the way. That's what I need to do. So give me some purple. Looking good. All right. Step 8. Place a solid black background of the badge with a gradient to match the design. Okay. Step 9. Apply the aspect ratio content mode modifier, preserving 1:1 content ratio. Must have missed something. Let's get this a little wider, make sure we got everything together. You know, it's weird declaring variables at the end of your, or some static properties at the end of your struct. There you go. All right. We are moving and grooving. All right. So section 3 says draw the badge symbol. Landmark badge is a custom insignia in the center that's based on a mountains that appear in Landmark's app icon. The mountain shape consists of two shapes. It represents a snow cap at the peak and the other that represents vegetation along the approach. You'll draw them using two partially triangle shapes that are set apart by a small gap. All right, step 1. Factor out the body of the new badge view into the badge background in a new file named badge background.swift to prepare the badge view for additional views. Okay, so we command N the file. We're going to call this one badge background and create. Command A, Control I, int. We'll go to our badge.swift. We're going to cut all of this out. And go back right here. Place badge background in the body of the badge to restore the badge. Create a new custom view called badge symbol for the mountain shape that's stamped in a rotated pattern in the badge design. Step 4, draw the top part of the symbol using the path APIs. Draw the top portion. Try adjusting numeric multipliers associated with the spacing constants. We see how to influence overall shape. Draw the bottom modifier. Draw the bottom portion of the symbol. Use the move to modifier to insert the gap between the multiple shapes. All right, so we're in step 5, draw the bottom portion. There you have it. So that'll be it for today. We've gone through and drawn some of the badge and the background, and we will continue with section 4 in the next video. Combine the badge and the foreground and the background. So thanks for watching. Talk to you later.